This playthrough is rated T for teen. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with more Trinity, Souls of Zill. With Chapter 2 completed and our friend Celine getting her secondary class and abilities, a lot of things have changed. New conversations have started and such. Let's talk to Mother and Brother and see if they have anything to say to start the adventure. Yeah, this is gonna probably be a talking. This is probably gonna be a conversation episode again. Arius, you've grown so much. It seems just like yesterday when you were just a baby. Sometimes I mistake you for your father. You look so much alike. Like father, like son, as they say. Like father, like son. Anyway, now that you're here, you should relax and stay as long as you like. Thank you. Let's see if they... Oh, they don't have anything. Okay, cool. Well, I know all the taverns. Any town with a tavern has a new thing. Ooh, you're making quite a few friends at the tavern. Don't seem to be that talkative, but now you're a tavern regular. Those at the tavern enjoy great themselves talking to you to a brave adventure like you. So we got the tavern regular ability. Nice. Let's... Ooh, hello. Oh, the army wants me. Well, they're not gonna get me today, because I'm gonna talk to people. Okay, leave that alone. But yeah, basically all the taverns have new conversations. Love-struck youth. Ah, it's you again. Ah, we've talked to him before. Listen to this. Since the last time we met, I mustered the courage and went to go and meet Sarah in person. Back then, I was still too embarrassed and didn't have enough courage. However, I'm glad I at least went. It seems Sarah has also taken an interest in me, so we started seeing each other. Really? What about her mother, who seemed to hate you? Once I told her that I'd given up being a bounty hunter, she suddenly became all nice to me. So, what do you plan on doing for a living now? You don't seem the type that can afford to live without a job. You're quite right. I'm currently a gladiator in the arena, albeit one with my own self-taught fighting style. Huh. You'll never grow stronger without a proper style. If you wish to make a name for yourself in the arena, you'll need to start from the basics. I suppose you're right. So far, I've lost every match I've competed in. I have another request for you. I'd like you to deliver this to Sarah. Another letter? Can't you deliver it yourself now that you know her mother is not in the way? Well, yes, but within this letter is everything I just told you now. I simply don't have the courage to see how Sarah's mother reacts when she learns that I've gone from being a bounty hunter to a gladiator. Some gladiator you are. Please, will you help me? God, no one just can't do things on their own. They always have to ask me. Terrific. Thank you so much. Here's the letter. Sarah's at the tavern in Restoral. Someday I'll actually go and meet with Sarah's mother. Till then, I'm counting on your help. Okay, I guess I can help you out this time. Alright, let's talk to all the other people. Travelers. Although this town is considered a free city, you'd be amazed at the large gap between the haves and have-nots. I see what you mean. When you see the mentions that the successful merchants live in the shacks and the slums, it's hard to believe it's the same town. I think that's what naturally occurs in a commercial city. Those that are successful in their business reap high rewards. Yeah, but someone born in the slums will forever remain in the slums. All in all, it's not fair. Costs me people. I heard that there's a casino inside Fugo Estate. I just don't understand how rich people think. Making profit is more important to them than honor. Their ancestors will be ashamed of them. So apparently there's gambling in this game. A group went out to hunt a vampire the other day, but they were attacked by a proto-eclipse. Funny thing is, the very vampire they were after saved them. Now how about that? So the vampire killed the proto-eclipse. Yes, apparently. It was accomplished by a half-elf in Bolton. I'm not a big fan of half-elves, but I suppose it's good that it's out there getting rid of the monsters. What's wrong with you people? Worried man. Did you participate in the vampire hunt the other day? Nah, I didn't. I don't want them to suck the life out of me. But I don't see why we have to kill them either. You fool! You insolent fool! Do you have any idea that would happen to you if you bumped into one of them on the full moon? You have a point, but I just can't get into the spirit of killing them. I don't think most people think like you do. Okay, how about Darken? Arius, it's you. It's good that you continue to train every day, but you need to stretch out your wings sometimes. A sword may be strong, but will break someday. For you to fulfill your goal, you will need to meet new people and broaden your horizons. Yes, Master Darken. Ah, well, that was so kinds of helpful. Alright, let's go to Restoral and give Sarah the letter. I have something for you, Sarah. A letter! Alright, anyway. I'll do you off screen. Do. Promotion girl. Promotion girl. Thank you for your patronage. Please come again. Oh, it's you again. So, you remember me. It's my job to remember my customers' faces and bring them their favorite food and drink. That's impressive. I've been given another letter from Kale. From Kale? Thank you very much. Not again, Sarah. Kale gave up being a bounty hunter, right? What has he been doing since then? It says here he's become a gladiator and he's actually participating in matches. Really? Seem much too thin and spindly for such a profession. I'm sure he's just piling up the losses. Mother. Well, I'm right, aren't I? All the gladiators within the arena are strong and worthy fighters. I hope he doesn't get hurt out there. And he doesn't have much of a strong will, or else he would have been brave enough to come here and see the reaction on my face in person. As I tell you time and time again, Sarah, I don't care how nice these guys are, you're not going to see them. They're nothing but a coward. Enough. Oh, forgive me. I'm sorry you had to see that. Thank you for this letter. Please tell Kale that I'll be sure to go and see one of his matches in the arena. Okay, I can do that. Query Gusper. There was a skirmish just outside of Arnoton between a band of mercenaries and the Dinisco army. I wonder if the man in red armor is okay. You mean the man who absconded from Restore a while ago? I'm sure he's fine. He's not one to give up fighting against Baylor so easily. Gossiping people. Although Queen Aerie is in a powerful position now, she actually lived a hard life. 10 years... Oh, I'm not doing the female voice. 10 years ago, there was a rebellion called Tahawawa Incident. She had a hard time escaping with her and her one and only daughter. No matter how much a person you wield, a parent will always be a parent and do whatever it takes to save their child. At least we share one thing in common. Off-duty soldier. I was in King Pharaoh's unit during the last Restoral Dinisco War. I'm ashamed of myself for not being able to protect him. No one in the army believed they could defeat Dinisco just because Emperor Baylor made some changes in his strategy. Celine. The humans are stricken with severe class division. The noble families live in their estates and the poor in the slums. Living in such elegance limits your perception. For a lady who probably dresses in elegance and looks pretty enough to be a noble, you know, I have to be their eyes. You have something to do with this town, don't you? I would not be obligated to tell you, even if I did, would I? Whoa, calm down, Mr. Cold. Miss Cold. Suit yourself. Calm down with your no emotion. That's why I like Dagda. At least he has freaking emotion, you know. At least it seems like it, even if it's over extenuated or whatever. Let's talk to Kale again. Ah, you're back. Well, how was Sarah? Did she read my letter? Yeah, this time she definitely read your letter. She said she plans to come and watch one of your matches in the arena. She did? I'm happy to hear it. What about her mother? What did she say? She pretty much guessed that you have yet to win a match in the arena. How embarrassing. Is it that embarrassing to lose? Personally, I don't think so. Failure is always an option. You can admit your defeat as signs of weakness and grow from them, but not being able to go see your girlfriend is even more embarrassing. You're right. I'm too ashamed of myself. I should be able to at least face my own girlfriend. I've made up my mind. Next time I'm going to walk myself over to speak with Sarah in person. In times like these, I must find the courage that I lack. But the town probably is like weeks away from here. Walk. Alright, anyway. Thanks again for your help. Here, it's not much, but I'd like for you to have this. I'm heading out to meet Sarah now that I can build my own confidence. Suppose if I don't deal with this myself, then I'll never manage to grow. I see. No matter what the outcome, it's best that you come to terms with yourself above all else. It's always weird when the main character gives out advice like that when he himself is just as messed up, or if not more so. Yeah, you know what they say, it's easier to give advice than take advice. I don't think that's the end of that story. Okay, so we got that. I think Aquarius has something in the... either the shop or the Adventurers Guild. Ah, there we go. Reginald. Welcome! If you have a few minutes, would you mind listening to his story for a moment? Deville. Ah, you adventurer? I'm sorry to bother you, but if you have some free time, I need some help. My master has had a terrible cough ever since he came back from his travels. The best medicine for a cough is tea made from peach blossom grass. Unfortunately, peach blossom grass only grows in a hob, and because of all the monsters around there recently has been difficult to obtain. I would go myself, but I just can't bear to leave my master's side now in his time of need. Could you go to Ahab and, or is it a hob? I don't know. I'm gonna say Ahab just because. Get us some peach blossom grass bundles for me, and as much as you can find. Sure. Thank you. Please get back here as soon as you find some. I'll be tending to my master until you get back. I'm counting on you. I thought I got some peach grass off screen. Or on a random... I guess I didn't, huh? Guess I have to go back. Alright. Anyway, let's go to the Dwarf Kingdom. Let's see what they have to do. I think just the taverns, yeah. Avid traveler. My master once told me we'd been digging roads underground and using them to travel for ages. You're talking about the underground roads? That's right. We believe that's a good idea for adventurers to make some money. Sometimes they would just keep digging and find themselves in a strange place. Be careful if you plan to go there, just like a Baelor in Lord of the Rings. Dwarf Smith. Forces of the Dinskill Empire running about trying to find some old sword. An old sword? If it's dull and rusty, make sure they come to see me. I'll fix it up. Alright. Rude elf. You're quite rude. I can't stand it. Will someone please tell me why there's a dwarf in my party? Ah, my thoughts exactly. Well, who do you think made weapons you're holding, huh? That's not the point. It's a matter of an elf's pride. Okay. Adventure. There's been an increase in monsters in this area ever since Dinskill started invading the north. I heard there's some adventurer going by the name of Nemiya is slowly getting rid of them. Nemiya's good. Nemiya's good, but there's no way he's going to get rid of all the monsters by himself. Right, I suppose we should start taking care of some of the requests put up by the Adventurers Guild. Yeah, that'll certainly help. Alright, and Celine again. This town really is full of dwarves. It's called Dwarf Town, isn't it? Well, of course, it's the only town that was established by dwarves to house their kingdom. I know a lot of darkness vampires who hide their identities blended with the humans. That would be difficult to do here. Yes, height and skin color would make it hard to blend in. If they do exist here, they must be hiding away someplace. I agree. It's whether they're alive or not that counts. Well, yeah, it's called Dwarf Kingdom. I wonder why there's a lot of dwarves there, Celine. Let's go to Arnoton and see what... Arnoton. Whatever. Let's see what they have to say here. Mythologists. Did you know that the Earth God Vis and the Holy Mother Tira are twins? You must know this at least. Yes, and Wulg, the god of destruction, is right under them, right? According to the origins, the humans resurrected him on the 7th night, causing everyone to fight one another again. It's thanks to the people who resurrected them, they would struggle to stay alive. It's not fair. Man, this is like history of the game, you know? Do you know about the rebels fighting against Dinskill? From what I hear, it's a small group, about 3 or 4 people. How they intend to defeat Dinskill with numbers like that is beyond me. Rebels? We might join them, maybe. I don't know. We're having some really nice weather today. This town was named after the sky god Nathun. Perhaps he's blessed us with this fine weather. Arnoton's elevation is high. It's as close as you'll get to Nathun and only surpassed by Sacred Mountain Tor. That'll probably be where we'll have to go next for the army. It's a shame that the tavern is such a filthy place, or well, when we're having such great weather. And that's what happens when only priests and mercenaries live somewhere. There are pretty much no women in this town. Mercenaries. Who would have thought that the Dinskill forces would come to the abandoned Holite mine? I was scared. I was scared! We have Captain Angilden. I've never seen such a fine warrior at that age. You mean that mercenary, the red armor? He's that old? I never would have guessed. Red mercenary. Hey, is it Angilden? So, are you taking a break as well? There may be a lot of bad rumors out there, but it's good to rest once in a while. Sir, I know that you're off duty, but perhaps you've had too much. This is nothing. The only way to get through this rotten world we live in is to occupy ourselves with drink and adventure. Sir, I understand, but it only looks like you're doing your body more harm than good with this behavior. We don't even say anything to him as our characters. Have you gotten used to working as a mercenary, Arius? I suppose. I used to be active as an adventurer for a long time. It feels strange to be given orders and be expected to follow them. This will all be good experience, I'm sure. It's certainly nice being able to fight alongside you. Let's try to stay alive as much as possible, okay? Alright. Let's see. We have... I forgot they added a lot more towns recently, so... More places to talk to! More places to talk to! Ha 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 ha! I'm trying to remember the shop had a story. Okay. I don't know if I assume the Dice Guys Adventures finished. Citizens. Hooray for Baelor! The day will soon come when he'll unify the entire continent. Long live our great king! As one of the kingdoms who helped his unification process, Rosen is bound to receive exclusive power. What are you talking about? Baelor couldn't care less about us. Murmuring citizens. What was the name of that rebel adventurer again? In any case, I hope he defeats Baelor soon. Oh, you mean Nemiya? I almost had to fight him on the last job I did. I heard he's really strong. I was lucky I finished the job without having to fight him. Fortune teller. I've done a lot of research on magic in my time, and now I have the ability to tell fortunes. I foresee Rosen being freed from Emperor Baelor. However, a new tyrant will appear to take his place. It almost sounds like Zophar's prophecy. I'm gonna make you leave if you keep talking like... That's funny. Dagda. I don't know if it's the number of times we've gone out to fight together, but I think we're becoming more family-like. I can't say that I agree with you. Why do you have to be so cold all the time? Well, I guess that's your personality, so we'll have to live with it. I don't care what you say. We'll always be friends, right, Arius? If you say so. Him and Celine, well, I mean, it's like, Dagda has to be the comedy relief, otherwise we're just gonna get a bunch of emo people all day. Oh, man, life talk, stab myself, I cut myself. Anyway. Oh yeah, I need to buy, I forgot I need to buy, scrolls for Celine, since she got her new ability, so. I'm gonna drink of death. I'm gonna passive skill. Oh, she can become invisible. Alright, I don't know what that means, but that one. Power. Range of power, HP decreases. Nice. We'll show those off later. Alright, let's go to the tavern. Historians. Did you know that Ulkarn was made by Ulu, the Shrine Maiden of the Fire God? A long time ago, Ulu left Ladros after getting into a fight with Zu. Zu cursed the land, causing a lot of problems for Ulu. Ulu then made an underwater volcano erupt, creating a new land. Many people flocked to the new land seeking knowledge about magic, but Ulu sealed it all away to prevent any further fighting. This all happened many years ago. Isn't it ironic how the city's become the center of magical research? Travelers. This town is full of mages. What is it that they find so intriguing about it? Ancient technology. The people here certainly seem to have an abnormally heated passion for these ancient technologies, but I think it just shows how enthusiastic they are. Speaking of heat, this place is unusually hot, don't you think? Well, that's probably because we're near a volcano. I heard the mages here blow off their steam by taking a dip in the local hot springs. Gossips. That Nami and his party seem to be pretty active lately. Yes, I heard they fought against Dinosko army packs of beasts. Yes. Yes. Is that supposed to be yes or is that yes? Yes, I heard about that. If I remember correctly, Rhaegar, the arena at Lubridim, is in his party. Oh, that's what happened to Rhaegar. I was wondering what happened to that character. He just disappeared. I also heard that after they fought the beast, they sealed away some demon or something. That's really impressive. As they say, powerful people attract powerful people. Does that make sense? I guess it does. Alright, let's go to Ancient. At some point, I may stop doing the tavern talks unless it's actually something important, because at some point, it's kind of like just reiterating other things. The army's been very active lately. They seem to be going north to kill monsters. That's fine, as long as they don't start attacking other city-states. I wonder if they'll ever attack Restoril. After their last war, Restoril lost all of their noble leaders. It wouldn't be fair to pick a fight with them now. Tourist. The most evil of people. It looks like this place does a lot of trade. There was a military port at the river, but I'm not sure if it's used for trade purposes. A Seabolder once told me the military port on the river isn't used very often. Adventures. This town was once the holy city of the Holy Kingdom of Alresha. Alresha? There are a lot of buildings here because of its many years of prosperity. An adventurer should go visit all these buildings at one point. I mean, I'm sure you're already aware of that. He's such a... dork. No. Celine. It feels strange not to be fighting alone. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? We Darkness, we vampires, have been persecuted by humans for many years. I had become accustomed to the idea of fighting alone. But here I am, working with others on the battlefield. It just feels strange that I have somehow accepted all this. Why, you're getting a heart now? No, I'm just kidding. Ah, it's been a while, hasn't it? We have received new information on the whereabouts of the sword in the hill. Nihil, whatever. I see you where. At Sacred Mountain Tor. I knew it. I called it. A tall mountain in the northeast. It's also a holy place for the sky god Nathun. Historically, many pilgrims have gone there on pilgrimages, but recently increased monster activity in the area has prevented this. Therefore, the Diniska army is on the move to secure the area for pilgrimages. As before, you three are asked to search for the sword. There's an ancient building at the summit, the throne of the war god. It might have some connection to the sword. Once you're ready, head towards the mountain. I'll be expecting good news. Yeah, looks like that's our new mission. Ooh, we can. Let's talk to the officers. I heard that our mercenaries had a skirmish in Arnaton the other day. Yes, they came across them while in the depths of the abandoned Hallite mine. Those Arnaton mercenaries somehow knew we would be there. possibility, but their forces are no match against ours. That may be true, but we can't let our guards down. Continue patrolling the area and notify me if anything happens. Alright, let's talk to a soldier. The Dynastal regular army may be very strict, but it gives those who are skilled the treatment they deserve. In places like Rostrol, you can only become a knight if you're from the right class, regardless of your skills. Such kingdoms do not stand a chance against the Dynastal Empire. Alright, so now we got another place unlocked. Man, there's places at the wazoo. Alright, we will read that next time on Trinity Souls of Zill. Time to go and see if we can find the sword. But will we run across some new allies or some new fiends to fight? Find out later. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.